Footnotes from the Life Application Study Bible. At night, sheep were often gathered into a sheepfold to protect them from thieves, weather, and wild animals. The sheepfolds were caves, sheds, or open areas surrounded by walls made of stones or branches. The shepherd often slept across the doorway of the fold to protect the sheep. Just as a shepherd cares for his sheep, Jesus, the Good Shepherd, cares for his flock, those who follow him. The prophet Ezekiel, in predicting the coming of the Messiah, called him a shepherd in Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 23. Jesus' sheep recognize his voice. A person's voice conveys more than words. It conveys intent. Sometimes it speaks warmth, comfort, and encouragement. Sometimes it provides a warning. Ancient Middle Eastern shepherds were known for calling each of their sheep by name, and each sheep would respond to its own name. When we read Jesus' words in the Gospels, we must listen for the caring shepherd behind them. Jesus knows your name. Hear his call. In the sheepfold, the shepherd functioned as a gate, letting the sheep in and protecting them. Jesus is the gate to God's salvation for us. He offers access to safety and security. He protects us. Some people resent those who believe that Jesus is the gate, the only way to access to God. But Christians did not make the requirement to believe in Jesus alone. He did. Because Jesus created the world, he has the right to declare how we should come to him. Since Jesus is God's Son, why should we seek any other way or want to customize a different approach to God? Jesus provides the entry point to God, and he is our caring master. Are you following his lead? In contrast to the thief who takes life, Jesus gives life. The life he gives to us is abundantly rich and satisfying. It is eternal, although it begins immediately when you turn to follow him. Life in Christ is more deeply meaningful than life without him because of his overflowing forgiveness, love, and guidance. Have you accepted Jesus' offer of life? A hired hand tends the sheep for money, while the shepherd does it out of love. The shepherd owns the sheep and is completely devoted to them. Jesus is not merely doing a job or performing a duty. He loves us and has even laid down his life for us. False teachers and false prophets do not have this commitment. Jesus refers to himself as the Good Shepherd. This would remind Jews of Ezekiel's scathing rebuke, through which God had castigated the evil leaders of Israel. Immediately after this, God had said he would take charge as the Good Shepherd. Jesus clearly identified himself with God by using this title. The other sheep were non-Jews. Jesus came to save Gentiles, people from all nations, as well as Jews. Here Jesus provides insight into his worldwide mission, to die for the sins of the world. People tend to want to keep God for themselves, limited to their own group. But Jesus wants us to love and help people beyond the fences we built. Jesus' death and resurrection as part of God's plan for the salvation of the world were under God's full control. No one could kill Jesus without his consent. If Jesus was merely a man, his claims to be God would have proven him insane. But his miracles proved his words true. He really is God. The Jewish leaders could not see beyond their own preconceived ideas, and they looked at Jesus only from a human perspective. Jesus confined in a human box, but Jesus was not limited by their restricted vision.